Well, this month is Family History Month, and Sydney filmmaker Danika Armytage is on a mission to preserve Australia's most treasured stories.
In creating this video, I'm hoping that it will be passed down in the family.
Sometimes I think to myself, have I really done all this?
If I was to give advice to my grandchildren, I'd say you're doing a good job.
There are 3 lessons that I could share, which kind of I'd have loved to have had shared with me from the beginning.
Yeah, swapping old family albums for mini documentaries, her work is inspiring others to take a trip down memory lane. And Danika joins us live in studio now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What inspired you to start creating these?
Well, I used to work in television as a producer for 20 years, but it was when I interviewed my own granny years ago and she passed away that I realised how valuable that film is to my family. So I started Big Stories Little Films to help other families record their family history.
Okay, so you go in and just talk to them about their lives, I assume.
That's right. You start with, I think, family history, if they know anything about their ancestors. If you don't ask, you're never going to know.
Yeah.
So go as far back as they want to share, and then their own life story, and then any wisdom they want to share with future generations is often a really special question.
You've interviewed such a broad range of everyday people. Let's just take a look at one of them now.
I'm creating this film in the hope that our children and our grandchildren will come to understand my history. I'm hoping that this will be something that they'll have forever and pass on to their children.
That's someone's nan there. You say that this is one of the stories that actually moved you the most.
Yeah.
Why was that?
Yeah, Teresa's family reached out. They knew that their family had really important history. They survived Stalin's purges in the 1930s and overcame a lot to survive and be here in Australia, and they didn't want that history to be missed out on. So it was really special to know that that story is now safe for future generations in that family.
This month is Family History Month. Why is it so important for us to understand the past?
I think we all have so much wisdom that we miss out on when we just lose history. And I want to empower people to record it, whether it's a professional film or whether it's even using a phone and just starting with some simple questions with your grandparent. You're going to be saving history for the future.
So people can start doing this at home. They can just set up their phone right now, but I suppose it all comes down to asking those correct questions because, you know, we'll be sitting with our grandparents or our parents and sometimes you just don't ask those, do you? What are the sort of the probing ones that you start with?
Probing sounds so intense. I think it's actually good to start.
Well, I'm not asking you to probe Nan.
I think the key is just pressing record and asking anything because you're going to get something. But I would start with questions like, what are your childhood memories? Do we have any special family traditions? What are you most proud of? But I actually have a guide that people can download on my website, Big Stories Little Films, on how to set it up and questions to start with.
And there's a couple of key things when you're recording too. Put your phone on horizontal is one of your tips. What else would be just those practical things so that you can hear it and see it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Horizontal's good so it takes up the full screen, not just the middle of the telly. Natural light is the best. Don't do it under the halogens at night time. Sit next to a window. Make sure it's quiet and most importantly, back it up and send it to yourself and share it within the family so it's not lost.
Danika, this must be so beautiful for you to do this.
It's the most meaningful work I've ever done, yeah. Every film is different and it always feels like I'm sharing a gift for future generations.
Yeah, such treasured keepsakes. Danika, thank you. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.